Hello everybody, Brett here with Double Shots. Welcome to part 3 of my T-Mobile high-speed internet gateway review. If you like our channel, subscribe to it. If you like this video, click the like button. If you have a question about it, comment below as well too. I am not getting paid anything for this review on their high-speed internet gateway. I am doing this independently on my own research, kind of going from there. So let's go ahead and get into everything. I did show you guys that speed test, that live one that was put up a while back here and everything, showing speeds of that. Now, keep in mind, that was not hooked into, I use a Netgear Nighthawk router. That was hooked up just directly to the Nokia. This is a Nokia modem router combo. So let's go ahead and go into everything with it. Now, range wise, as we can tell, I'm not sure if Dylan's going to be able to get a good picture of it, but my modem is on the upper level of my the dual combo router, whatever you want to call it, is on the upper level of my vicinity, and I'm on the lower level actually. And believe it or not, I have a very good. I do. I have full bars right there. I have full bars. So it actually does pack a little bit of a punch for just a small little dual combo unit. Did you get that?
Yeah.
And I do have as well, again, I have not canceled out my other provider just because I wanted to make sure that I really do like it going from there. Meanwhile, even on my phone, being down here, now keep in mind there are dead spots, so some areas there's going to be a little bit different. Your signal, your speeds do go down because you have that network interference between your building. You're going from your upper to your lower, so you do. There are the speeds that do vary going from there. So, my honest opinion. It's just been having it for a week. I think it's been pretty impressive. Now, here's the parts of it that I really like. First and foremost, the speeds. Those speeds are pretty good. Now, keep in mind, I'm in the St. Louis market. Two of my biggest competitors are AT&T and Charter Communications. Those are Charter Spectrum, whatever you want to call it, going from there. AT&T, I've had horrible luck with on that side of things. AT&T, they do advertise a 100 meg plan in my area. However, me noticing what I've gotten from them when I've had it in the past, I've gotten less than 25 or 50. So I would say this T-Mobile high-speed internet access, this is so far comparing that is really good. It really does. It puts up a fierce competition, especially being unlimited. Next off, as far as off things going from there, Charter, they're very good in my area. However, I noticed there's a lot of their network goes down a lot more than common, and that's the downfall you have to do. You have to get up, you have to reset. It's kind of nice being on this that I did not have to reset anything going from there. Now, going on setup. So what you have to do in order to set this thing up is you actually have to download. They have what's called T-Mobile Home Internet. It's an app that you actually have to download going from there, and pretty much it tells you about your device. It tells you your connection quality. It tells you if you are online. So my area, it's going to show you what you're in and go from there. My connection quality is actually excellent. It will tell you if you're very good, weak, or poor. Now, pretty much, that's going to be how you set this thing up. So it's going to have you scan. You have a QR code on your box. It's going to have you scan that to set it up, and then it's going to bring you through to where you can go ahead and you can change your network name. You can change your network password. And then you also have the option to go ahead and set up your admin password as well too. So you'll enter your original admin password that is on your device, and then you have the option to change it or you can keep it. and go from there. That's up to you, your availability. It doesn't tell you if you're on the 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz, although most of my devices are on they're 5 gigahertz, 5G, the 5G portion of the network. Now, the nice thing about this is a dual between 4G and 5G. T-Mobile does have 4G that they've been trying to upgrade. So my area, I'm in the St. Louis market, has 5G coverage. I can wave to the tower. If I wanted to really talk to the tower, I probably could. So anyway, as far as off of that being said, mine piggybacks off of 5G, and I have very excellent strength of signal being able to do. Now, they tell you to keep it away from sunlight where you're putting it and everything. Your device. That's what I've exactly done. And I've kept it in that area because it really does. It works phenomenal in the area. As you could tell from the last one, I wanted to do a couple live speed tests instead of doing it in the video, just to kind of have it there and show everybody. Typically, my average speed that I download on is between anywhere from 75 to 100. I've gotten up to 150. And 150 being the best, and I'm pretty sure that probably goes off of user congestion as well too, but that's not bad at all. Upload speeds, as you could tell when I was doing it in the last video, those were very impressive. So pretty much as far as off of things, with that being said, the upload speeds alone, those are better than my current carrier. Or if I was to go with AT&T, those are very, very impressive upload speeds. I was averaging anywhere from 30 to 50 to 60 even, going from there. And that's phenomenal for upload. That's pretty fast. So that's what kind of goes from there. Now, one thing I did not like, or I do not like about this, is you cannot, when you get into the device itself, you cannot turn off. We can't turn off. There's no way to bridge the routers or anything, or turn off the router itself. So pretty much you can only there's limited user availability to go ahead and do that with. So pretty much as far as off of that being said, you cannot turn off, and I've heard some people say they have two different colors on this. They have a white and the gray one. A lot of people say the gray one, which I have, you cannot change your, you cannot turn off the router access. So if you hook in a router behind it. Now, you can still hook the router up behind it, but you're going to have a lot of, you're going to have that network interference between those two routers kind of going from there. And there's no way to truly bridge this one together with another router behind it. So you're kind of stuck with that going from there. That's some of the downfalls that I did not like. There's not a lot of functionality that you, like for example, your own independent router, you have a lot of user access behind that to be able to function, control it, bands, go from there. This does not have that availability. So it's pretty basic in terms. Keep in mind, it was free. So I didn't pay $1 for it, and that's kind of the plus side of things. They don't charge you that fee for it. Now, here's another couple things as far as off of it going from there. Again, if you're to sign up with them, keep in mind they do a credit check. I can't speak on whatever behalf of the credit check, if it's standard, what they kind of look at to see if you qualify for the services, and go from there. They ship it out. It's zero cost up front, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure that, again, that varies per credit situation. I should probably throw out there for them. So depending on the credit tier, going from there might be a deposit. I don't know. I can't say yes or no to that. I don't work in T-Mobile's credit department, so therefore I cannot say yes or no. All I know is they sent it out to me at zero cost. However, your price per month is either $60 a month, and that gives you unlimited. So they don't throttle you. They promise not to throttle you. That's unlimited access no matter what. whatever you're streaming, going from point A to point B, C, and D, whatever. So you can use it however you want. No data caps. I think that's pretty cool for a cellular provider to be able to give you that. Keep in mind you're using a cellular connection. You're not using a coaxial cable connection or a fiber connection or a telephone line connection. So that's pretty cool in my terms of opinion going from there. It puts up in my market, it puts up a very fierce, to me in my opinion, it puts up some very good numbers. Now keep in mind, you got to use your own judgmental on things too. I would assume the closer you are to their tower, the better the signal strength, the better the speeds are going to be, what you're going to pull. The further away from those towers you are, of course, your signal strength, it's going to probably decrease. So those are factors you have to put in line. And that's even if you were to go with a cable provider and that, the latency, the further away you are from that access point, that signal has to carry to kind of go from there. But this being cellular driven, I would think it would be a little harder and a little different there. Now, if you do auto pay, where you allow them to debit your account every month, it goes down to $50 a month. So $50 a month, to me, it's not bad. That's about what your current common subscription runs for internet, and that's if you are, and keep in mind, that's if you're bundling sometimes going from there. Now, the benefit of it is with this, if I decide to stay with this, I don't have to bundle everything together. So in order for me to get my promotion with my cable company, I have to have everything kind of bundled. So I have to have a pointless phone that I don't use. I use my cell phone for everything. And that's the sad truth. I think I get more scams about people trying to tell me my Amazon account's been hacked or just goofy spam. I don't even think I've ever answered the phone. I've let it ring, and I think I have a whole bunch of missed calls on it. But I don't use it. But in order to get that, and keep in mind, I'm not really saving money because I'm spending more money there. So it works very, very good beneficially for me. I'm thinking about keeping it. Keep in mind, if I do actually set it up with all my devices, I probably have about 45 wireless devices. So I'm going to do another review. That will be a part 4. I'm going to wait probably about a week to 2 weeks. I really do like it. I really do. And I'm going to wait to make that decision before, going in, hey, I want to hook up all my devices. I just did a little limited sample just to make sure that it does work. And I hooked it between an Xbox, my phones, a computer, my Switch, and my thermostat, and everything's controlled by that as well too. So there are some devices that go from there. It clogs up a little bit. That bandwidth going from there, but I want to see how the bandwidth speed actually does decrease by hooking all those devices up going from there, and actually maybe hooking my Netgear router behind that to go ahead and see if it does any better, worse, whatever, going from there, if it prioritizes a little better, because I do some gaming myself. My kids like to game in addition too. It does work really, really good. I do a lot of streaming. My streaming's been flawless. Not a glitch, not one bit. I've been able to stream perfectly fine on it going from there, but then you're on limited devices of what I have right now. So I'm going to hook this up again and go from there. Overall, my own independent review, as of right now, I'm impressed. I think that if there's some tweaks, going from there, I think it could be a serious game changer going into things. And I think more or less it's not aimed at customers. It's not aimed at customers in major metropolitan areas. I think it's more laid out towards those sort of like Starlink or anything of that, where it's harder to get internet in places where DSL might be your last mile marker going from there. I think that's what it's more targeted at. However, it is a great, being in a major metropolitan area, I really do think it's a great idea. I think it's really, really good. Again, when it puts out about the same, it puts out more speed than what I've gotten with AT&T in the past. Going from there, and I just had AT&T like 5 months ago, and kicked them to the curb for Charter, and going from there. So it really does put a lot of competition in compared to AT&T in my area. Charter works great, but I notice a lot of the time I have to go reset my cable modem once or twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and I notice it drops usually at night. Their texts really don't help me out that much. So, yeah, we'll leave it from there. But again, so far, I'm impressed. I'm going to wait about 2 weeks. I'm going to do a final review. That will be our 4th step of the process of everything. Again, it's a nice little unit. Gets great coverage. Downfall is there's limited functionality inside the user management of being able to access that router. It's very limited information that it allows you to be able to use. It doesn't allow you to bridge. It doesn't allow you to disable the router itself, to where that way if you just want to hook a router behind it. So those are some of the downfalls about it. But then again, it's a free device. You don't have to pay a cost on that device as well too. Again, I don't know if that's per user, per their credit standards. Some people might be different. I have no clue on that part. That would probably be something, if you decided to go with it, to ask T-Mobile and kind of go from there. But they do not charge you a monthly fee, I know, on this modem router, which then, again, like I said, the price for unlimited is $60 a month, unless you have auto pay, which is $50 a month then. So it's very, very impressive. I like it. For me, would I stick with it as of so far? I would. Now let me wait 2 weeks, come back with my final review off of it, and go from there. If I had to rate it as of right now, I would put it at an A. I would really strongly put it at an A. And again, I'm not getting paid anything from T-Mobile by doing this review or anything. I'm not getting service for free. I'm doing it on my own independent reviews and from my speed test, as I showed you before, and the part 2 video of it. So I hope this review is beneficial to somebody looking at their looking at this if they have it in their area. And keep in mind, it's only in select markets as well. So not all markets have it right now. So it's something to be patient on going from there. Again, Brett with Double Shots, and I will see you guys on step 4 in a couple weeks. You all have a great weekend.